Okay, time to wire this generator to the inside. So I did bury the 8 gauge. So this is gonna connect right to the inlet box. I've added a couple of features here, and I'm not sure how it's gonna go. But I had this old remote thermostat where it tells you the temperature. Right now it's a nice 77 degrees. But I want to keep an eye on how hot this gets, this little box. Just in case I have a box fan. Maybe eventually I'll put an attic fan or something if it gets too hot. But I just want to monitor it for now, and if I need to, I'll turn on the fan. So as you can see, I have already buried the wire underground. So you'll see a little trench that I've dug here. And so this goes directly into the ground and across the yard. And again, it goes all the way to the front of the house into that opening. And I'll show you what it looks like inside. This is our basement, and that's that 8 gauge wire that comes in. As you can see, I overestimated how long this cable, how much I needed, but I'd rather be long than short. So this is going to hook up directly to the Reliance ProTran 2 transfer switch, and this is where the transfer switch is going to connect directly to our main circuit. I am going to hire an electrician to do that. I'm not sure, I'm sure I could figure it out, but much quicker and easier and safer for him to do so. Right next to it, as you can see, this is where the receiver is for that thermostat. So it's registering 77 degrees as it does outside. Again, I just want to keep an eye on how hot the generator is running. So here, this transfer switch has 10 outlets that I can connect to, ranging from 20 to 15, and I think 30 maximum if you can rig it. So these cables will go directly to each of the circuits breaker that runs our top 10 appliances. One of the more interesting facts about this wire, or there is actually a debate online when I was purchasing this wire. So I went with, this is an 8 gauge, as I mentioned earlier, but the original document called for 6 gauge. However, maybe an electrician out there can tell me the rationale for this. But if you open up this box to the transfer switch, you'll see that it actually connects to an 8 gauge. So I'm not sure why they're asking us to buy a 6 gauge and then connecting to an 8 gauge. And another thing too is I didn't know that this this wire actually comes flat. So it's not round. Most of the wires that come in are in this round tube, and because I'm not an electrician, I don't know the rationale for that, but which makes it kind of interesting, right? To drill a hole from your house into your house using what exactly? Because most drill bits are round, so you gotta just keep drilling until you have a kind of a slit, so you can slide this in. Luckily, our slit was big enough that I could sneak that in. And one of the last pieces that I did was to buy that 10-foot extension cord. I found one on eBay. This is the one that connects the generator to the inlet box for about $80.